Hi, my name's Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play, where we are playing Wild Arms 3 and recording it all on VHS. Last time was a bunch of cleanup and just taking care of things and making sure we have the Telepath Tower quest started. Turns out, we did it. We fought some alien tower things. Now, we can continue with the story. Because I don't want to do my run around the world and find all the missing little bits of items. And yeah. The station's defense system somehow activates, preventing entry by anyone. Not even the dragon's cannons could penetrate the barriers deployed all around the station. Seems you must find another way in. Beware, mere mortal. This flying vessel is the cradle of the last metal god. Observe for the time being. The time for you and your friends to be born anew is at hand. Alright. Well, last time we were in Laxus Land, they were talking about, hey, some people from Ark of Covenant. That's not right. Ark of Destiny. That's the one. Gotta keep your arc straight. That is... So anyway, math. An arc is a segment of a circle. A curved line, if you will, but, you know, actually lines go on forever if you go by pure mathematical definition, but math. Anyway, I'm tickled by the thought of keeping arcs straight when arcs are curves. They are purposely not straight, that is the entire point. Yes, I've heard of a dragon, why I'm asking you about it. Anyway, math. Hey, top dog dude, tell me about your expedition team. We were able... I do not remember your voice at all. We were able to pinpoint the location of another ship that descended from land unknown. It was called the Cradle of the Metal Gods, which was once used as a hangar. We attempted to excavate the cradle, but the ruins were located high above a cliff, which made access difficult. So we decided to dig a tunnel west of Survey Point 17 in order to penetrate the cradle from underground. Just as the tunnel was nearing completion, there was a cave-in by the entrance, which forced us to halt any further operation. Had we been able to excavate the second ship that soared the heavens, it would have aided us greatly in the promotion of our order. We were planning to name the tunnel that would have led to the cradle Dim Route Path. An outlined report of this plan can be found in the library. Are you the library? You're not the library, you're the sleepy time in place. Words. Right. Survey point number 8 was named Cradle of Metal Gods after the folklore of Deus Ex Machina. Excavation of this ruin faced difficulties because it's up on a high place. Plan to penetrate the ruin from underground was devised, and work began on converting a cave into a tunnel which would lead into the ruin. The initial construction point began at not quite... Okay, a little over 8,000, so 8,022. Cool. We're getting out of here before I forget that. 822. Well, Should have gone the other way. There we go. Dim route path. The 12 golden mediums resonate brightly. The power of the guardians, unified as one, breaks the seals of the door. Okay then. Good thing I did that a while ago. Nah. Well, this seems like I'm going to get something to deal with these glowing things. Change crest! Change crest. Press the square button to release the crest graph, which alters the property of gems or warps you into a different position. For example, you can change orange gems into orange blocks, and vice versa. And we can get ambushed. Just Virginia, though. What are we up against? The Evil Dead. Anzu and Anzu. Those are owls with human faces. And snake tails. And of course you're all in different groups, just to be cruel. Just in case magic comes into play. Sure, it looked like magic, but I guess it doesn't count. Man, Virginia really does not hit hard. Sucker. Hey team, how's it going? Resistant to wind. I always think it's water. It's never water. Weak to earth, though. Well, that's nice. And just because it's fun. Interesting. This should be, Ooh, hey. Actually had to spend points on that. Oh, that's... That's neat. Alright, Change Crest is going to be the weird one. I don't fully understand what it's going to do. I bet this is how I deal with that one switch in, like, the first dungeon that I've always been wondering about. You cannot be too careful with her in her current form. Hold her firmly. Acquire the energy from the teardrop and supply it to the incubation plant. Deus Ex Machina. Commencing energy acquisition and supply process. That's my teardrop. The teardrop will distill into pure energy, which will supply the Deus Ex Machina. Then we can regain our flesh and blood. Watch in place of your dead friends as this planet begins its transformation. Afterwards, you can tell all your friends in the Netherworld about the beautifully reborn Vilgaia. Okay, well... Let's see. Which way is the way I'm supposed to go, and which way leads to treasure? Really nice of them to give me these regenerating encounter point crystals. Really rude of them to keep put me in danger. Lycanthrope? Oh, Clive, my dude. Oh, no. Oh, double no. Alright, got real focused on the combat there for a second. Aw, you jerk. It's like, it's always the worst when Clive is on his own. Because he just can't handle things. Like, he's so slow that everything gets to go before he does, and then it just... I don't know, it's a cascading problem. Virginia, could you please stop exploding? I'd really appreciate it. I mean, who doesn't love a good bit of cheese? Nope, that's the wrong one. So I believe the change crest is what we needed for all of those animals. Get dumb dumb. So, like, all of those animals that, you know, the radar has been pinging in town and just like, hey, they have an item. I think if we take the change crest to those animals, then they'll be like, something will happen. Gamble coins. 20,000 bucks. Gala cards. That is really just a satisfying effect. Violator. Finest Arts increases the power of a combination attack. Can I do combination attacks? What do you mean combination attacks? Is there an entire chunk of this combat system that A, I either haven't seen, or B, haven't figured out yet? The transfer of energy to Deus Ex Machina normal. 740 and counting until plant operation level. Preservation of nanomachines. Normal. Ready to defrost in accordance to plant operation.
Asgard, I welcome you back. But how were you able to return after being sent beyond space-time?
Beyond the spiral of space-time lies a world that existed before the first humans, Neo-Sapiens. It was a Filgaia covered with ocean and greenery, unlike the Filgaia of present. It was as beautiful as this gem. Gem? Ha ha ha! A fighting machine likens the planet to a gem. That I am, but I am free to speak what I feel. That world was so peaceful and tranquil and touching. It was the first time I felt a sense of love for the world. However, my duty is to protect my master. I devised a plan to return to the present world, and the result is history.
So, you cut off your power supply and traversed through time by perpetual hibernation?
Quite a risky and painstakingly long plan you devised. It was the only option. I firmly believed it would work, provided my body was not disturbed during my deactivation. I admire your dedication, Golem. I would like you to act as my shield as well.
Then, do you have records of the Filgaia of old?
The data is stored in my memory.
Then, prepare the emulator to play back a quasi-image of how this planet used to be.
Those voices are all over the place. I'm sorry. Consistency is hard. Especially when you get a bunch of different characters talking, constantly trying to switch voices back and forth, and it's just, that is surprisingly difficult. Well, okay then. Yes, I know. There we go. Nope, that is off by 1. Wait, what? No, it's off by a half? What the? What the? Okay. That's new. Okay, so in case it's not clear what I'm doing, and, having a time doing, so it looks like I'm going to want to cross this gap, which there are not enough of these things to do as just walking across, but there is enough. Picked up that gem the same time the exclamation point appeared, and I just kind of spaced on it. And of course, you're never in the same group, you jerks. Anyhow, trying to space things out for the Gale Crest and just getting that spacing right. It's giving me the bits of trouble. Just realized how long I've been recording. I need to probably get this episode wrapped up pretty soon. Anyhow. Well, at least it's a regular ambush, I guess. That's just dark damage, right? Yeah. Okay, seriously, what is that whole thing about combination attacks? Like, is there something I've missed this entire game? Is it something that's, like, still going to be introduced at some point? I actually don't know anything about these things, but they are in one solid group. They are flying clouds of gas. They do. Yeah, sure. Alright, light damage be what's gonna work, please? Yes. Unfortunately, didn't get a kill. That's a harumph indeed. Okay, so weak to light, halved everything else except for darkness, which they are resistant to, and they do not have a whole lot of health, but they have enough to take on one light blast. Now if we kill one, we get our light gem back, and that's fine. Alright. So that's... This better be treasure this way. This doesn't look like it's going to be treasure. That's upsetting. But this is neat. Alright. Do it again when I have to. Adventure 7, we're so far behind on reading books. But they're so long. Like, oh man, my throat hurt after that. Like, it was just so much reading. Oh man, it was a pretty good little bit of story, but man, what are you? You're imitators. I don't remember you doing anything that's really all that concerning. Yeah. Okay, I mean, if Virginia can kill you on one shot. It's like, as much as I like Virginia, hey, well, hey. That's a really good reward. Okay. Tell you what, let's go ahead and call it an episode here, because this has been going on for a while. And I just choked on some air, that's great. I'm really curious about this. Anyway, Gimmel Coin, that's the one. So yeah, we're gonna call it here. Next time, I'll just do the puzzle for the light crystal orb boxes that are not orbs. The things, they glow orange and they're box shaped. I'll set that up and start after that's set up. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. Have yourself a lovely evening.